did that in good faith, and she brought back a limited list, which is what this vote is about. We asked her to prioritize it. She did that. Staff made a mistake on the public hearing. We, all 5 of us, missed it. Our attorney missed it. Shame on us. But staff, in its ongoing due diligence, caught the mistake, and we're here to correct it. No money has been spent. No law has been broken. No one covered up anything. We're here tonight to take a procedural action necessary to allow our staffs here and in the school system to get on with the educational and public safety improvements we all agreed to in June 15th meeting. Nothing is going to change between tonight and our next meeting. You've heard all the facts, so-called. You've heard all of the opinions. You've heard the apology. You've heard the process put in place to make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm ready to stop the game playing and take this vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Chairman. On June 15th, I was still pretty new. I've only been on the board a few months, but I understood very clearly what I was looking at. I felt I know what appropriation means. You're taking something and using it. In this case, it was pretty clear. Look at something like this. I know you can't read it, but it says expenditures. It lists the line items. It lists the amounts exactly. It lists the revenues. It lists the line items and the amounts exactly and the totals. It's not that hard to me. Maybe it's because I was new that I was just looking at it with fresh eyes. Maybe it's because the county staff helped me understand it. It was pretty clear to me June 15th what we were doing. What I'm a little disturbed about tonight, a couple of things. Mr. Hodge, if you don't mind fielding a question, you've said things like, and I quote, plenty of time to hold a hearing on the 19th and we didn't do it, etc. You don't have to answer, it's not a trial or anything, but I would like to know if you trust your county staff and your county administrator, because from the comments, it seemed to me like you don't trust your county staff. I'm embarrassed for them.
I'll answer the question. And trusted them on June 15th. I have a question now, just like this gentleman had tonight. What are you doing up here?
Right? Well, it seems to me
That's the problem. Yeah, that's
a recent news story that everybody read, to me, is another completely unnecessary black eye for Powhatan County. I'm very curious as to who decided to call the Richmond Times-Dispatch. We could have cleared this up with no drama in public meetings. The staff caught it. They policed themselves. It didn't happen during an audit. It happened before then. I commend them for it. I trust my staff.
doing election session.
This could have been a non-issue, frankly. Instead, somebody thought it'd be a cute stunt. They jumped to conclusions, made conclusions about things that are not true, and they called the newspaper, not just the Powhatan Today, we can keep it right here in our own home, in our own kitchen, had to call the regional newspaper that millions of people read. This is bad for business, and therefore it hurts future revenue that we could have enjoyed. Probably will lose out on some now. It hurts future ability to purchase items that affect safety, health, education, like fire trucks and fixing roofs. It's also a slap in the face to our county staff, whose members are extremely professional, and on a weekly basis, I witness hardworking people. We run a lean government here. It also does injustice to the more than 28,000 of you citizens of our community who don't deserve to have their home needlessly ridiculed. It It is my hope that in the future, we place the unity and good name of Powhatan, a community that I think is good, above cheap political gain, and work together as a team to move our county forward. I'm ready to affirm what we decided on June 15th. We've had public hearing tonight. We've had it put in the newspaper, and I agree. I don't think anything is going to change if we defer this. In fact, if we defer it, I think it looks worse, because we're putting it off because we have an election tomorrow. I'm ready to vote right now, knowing that there's an election tomorrow, because I still believe what we did June 15th was the right thing to do. I'm very proud of our staff that they caught this mistake, brought it to the attention of the public in time before the election. I have nothing but good things to say about them, and I have nothing but good things to say about my home in Powhatan. And I'm not going to call the newspaper and rip up my own community when we could have solved this so easily. That's all I have to say, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Staff make a mistake. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. I have what I call a working relationship with my staff. Maybe some don't. Staff is in a no-win situation here. They could have pushed this thing off till after the election, and the same group of people would have said, you buried it, and shifted it after the election. They brought it forward as quick as they could, and then board was elected to do the people's business. Didn't say whether it was supposed to be November 2nd, before an election, or the day before Christmas. We set our meeting calendar, and we should be voting on it and doing people's business. That's what we're here to do. We will not allow political agendas to manipulate my decisions because of an election the next day. I was in support of this on June the 15th. I am in support of it now. We had 8 meetings. For someone to say that they didn't know what they were doing was alarming to me. I won't use any names because I don't think it does any good. But I want to use simple math. Your household budget is $1,000. You realize you need to fix a broken window. The cost of that broken window is $200. You go into your savings account and you take, or you appropriate $200 out of your savings account and deposit into your budget, your checking account, to pay for the window. Your budget is now $1,200. People say they didn't know what they were doing. It's alarming. It's pretty simple. It says clearly on the top of the page, your big is expressed. It says revenues and expenditures. The revenues, to correct the gentleman over here, it was not tax increases that did this. We created this capital maintenance reserve fund. It was we. All 5 of us created that reserve fund. We moved monies over excess, over 15% in there for this purpose, to address needs that have been deferred. And I applaud staff for bringing that to us. I applaud the rest of us board supervisors for being committed to that. These projects were spent from that, funded from that. It was not taxpayers raising taxes to do that. I am in support of the motion as presented. It is the same motion we had on 6/15. That's all. We have a motion in front of us. We have a second. Aye. Motion passes 3-2. We're going to move on to the amended agenda we have.